Hello viewer, I am the Cyan Man, and this is a review of the game Halo Wars. As you can see, there is some gameplay in the background, or there's going to be gameplay in the background. Right now it's just a lobby, I'm assuming. Um, I'm going to go down a list of pros and a list of cons that I've written down of the game, but first I'm going to tell a few of my opinions. I would recommend this game to people who like the Halo franchise and people who like the whole kind of I think it's RTS, real time strategy. I think that's what it's called. People who like those types of games. But I wouldn't recommend it to someone who's new to those because it's a little bit it's not complicated, but it's kind of a game that you want to know how to play those types of games before you play it, if you know what I mean. Let's go down the pros list. Number one pro, it's a Halo game. Obviously, Halo is one of the best franchises I've ever come across. Halo 3, in fact, is actually why I got Xbox to begin with. Um, Another pro is it's one of those games that's really fun to play with friends. If you have friends that like these kinds of games and they like the Halo franchise, then this is a game to play with them. If you don't like playing with friends, like if you like to play by yourself, it's okay if you play the story or the campaign by yourself. It's just I think it's one of those games that you'd want to play with friends more than by yourself. Um, the controls are pretty good, not too complicated. They do take about 5 to 10 minutes to kind of get used to, so that's not too bad. There's very little game lag. Like I think I've come across 2 times in the like 50 games that I've played where there's been a tad bit of lag, and the only reason there's been lag is there's just an overabundance of things trying to run on the map, or it's like someone's base is getting destroyed by like 50 different enemies, and it has to load it showing them that that they've been defeated. So you got not a big chance of there being lag. The game is somewhat well balanced if you play with friends. If you don't play with friends online, if you play with random, I call them randoms, but I mean they're not really random to themselves. If you play with someone that you don't know over Xbox Live, you don't know how good they are, and if they've been playing since the game was released, you're gonna lose because of the non-balance of time played. Uh, if you play against someone who hasn't played the game before and you're both new to the game, that is a perfect match because you're both trying to learn the game together to beat the other person. So it makes the competition slightly more difficult. Going down the cons list, there's not a lot of flexibility with the game. Like if you play as one of the 6 characters that there are, you're not gonna each character has their specific way of playing, and if you don't play it that way, you're not gonna do well with that character. Like example, Sergeant Forge, who is the character that I play as, his main thing is to upgrade tanks to the highest thing and only use tanks and or some of the other little things, but to mainly do tanks. If you try to do another route than the tank route, you're gonna lose. Unless you're someone who's been playing the game since the game's released and the other person that you're playing against is new to the game. That's one of the major cons of the game or issues with the game. It's one of those games that you can't just pick up, play for about a month, and be as good as someone who's been playing since the beginning. I I like it when a game is balanced to the point where one guy that's been playing since the game's been released and one person who just picks up the game that has just picked up the game but's been playing for like say a week. I like games where that person who's been playing for a week has the ability to win against that person who's been playing against the release date. But this game is very much on timing and strategy, and you have to work really fast. So it's a very low chance that you're going to be someone who's been playing the game for a week and beat someone who's been playing the game since it's been released. But that's just kind of how I see it. There's not a lot of variety. There's only the 6 characters, and with each of the 6 characters, they're all not very flexible. So like Captain Cutter, he is a character that isn't very flexible. You have to go his route. And by his route, I mean you have to do what feels right playing as him than to do something else because it's just the characters aren't flexible. That's it. The maps the maps aren't a very like organized. I mean, they're not bad. Like they kind of even it out a little bit, but like there's places in the maps where you could have a base on one side of the map, and then someone else has a base on the other side of the map. But then there's all these little bunkers that or little bases that are like rebels. I call them. I think that's what they're called is rebels. That if you have to go and kill the rebels, take that base. And this goes back to the thing of if you haven't been playing the game for very long, you're not going to know the easiest strategies to take out those bases. And if you don't take out those bases quick enough to take over that base, someone else on the other side of the map could go all the way over to right next to you and take that base out that's right next to you. And then in return, that would like just make it difficult for you to have that enemy right there. I don't think there's very many game modes. Like I think there should be more game modes in it simply because it makes the game more fun to be able to play like say with Call of Duty there's like team deathmatch, domination, demolition, search and destroy, sabotage, and all these different things that kind of work around some of the same aspects but are completely different game modes in general. I think this game should have more of that. Just my opinion though. Um, the games they last like a game can last either so long because it's just the enemy doesn't want to defeat you immediately. They want to just work up a huge army of things, and you're thinking the same thing. So games will last forever, or someone will rush and just take you out immediately. So it's either you play for so long in a game that takes like say 3 hours to play just to get killed, or you rush and take out them immediately and don't even give them the chance to make it a difficult game. So that's just some of my opinions on this game. One sec. If you go out and buy this game to play it, I wouldn't say if you take anything away from this video, I mean, take away the fact that you don't want to play by yourself in this game unless it's campaign. If you're buying the game, don't buy it expecting it to be the best game you've played because it's a semi-old game. I think it came out in 2009. And if you're going to play it to have fun, not to be competitive. Because if you play it to be competitive, you're going to get mad at the game and you're not going to like it very much. These are just my opinions on the game. Don't have to take my word for it. If you liked my review on the game, let me know in the comments below or by smashing that thumbs up button. If you want to get informed on every time I upload a video, click the subscribe button. If you have any complaints or things that you think I've missed because you are a player of this game and you think I should have mentioned something in the video, leave it in the comments below. I might respond to you. I probably will actually respond to you because I like to respond to as many comments as possible. If you didn't like the video and you would like me to change something that I've done in the video, let me know, comments below, or message me. Other than that, also the game in the background is, before I end the video, the game in the background is a game that I played with some friends against, I think, some other random people online, and I think this is a prime example of why you don't play online, or you shouldn't play online, is because of what happens to us in this game. You're gonna notice that the video doesn't show the end of the game. If you want to see the end of the game, let me know in the comments below, and I might just release the rest of the gameplay as a regular video and upload it as like a quote unquote let's play, even though I'll probably end up just putting music in the background, or I might do like a I answer questions while the game plays in the background or something. Let me know what you'd like to see with it. If you don't want to see it, I won't post it if no one asks for it. Other than that, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.